Very good choice.
The Turtle Who Felt Boxed In. Created and written by Taylor Brandon. In the forest, some turtles were enjoying the day. All were doing so slowly, which is their usual way. Everyone was happy, except for Shelby. His armor plating made him very angry.
"These shells are much too heavy," he said. "I feel like I am wearing a suit of lead. Being stuck in my shell from my toes to my chin makes me feel trapped, heavy, and boxed in." "Yes," he sadly said with a frown. "This shell thing is bringing me down."
Then it hit him, like a bolt from the blue. He looked up and said,
"I know what to do. I will just stand up and slip out of my shell. I can hardly wait. It is going to feel swell." "I will no longer move at a turtle's pace. I think I might even enter a foot race. Not only would I be great at field and track, but I would also never get stuck on my back." "It is time," he shouted, "to set myself free. Who else," he asked, "wants to join me?"
The others did not care for Shelby's cry for a new start. "Sorry, leaving our shells," one said, "is not very smart."
"I think it is smart,"
Shelby said, clearing his throat. Wasting no time, he began slipping out of his coat. Although his shell was quite the snug fit, with some effort, he pulled himself out of it. Standing for the first time with a crinkle and a crack, he stretched out, getting rid of the kinks in his back.
"There is no word that tells how great I feel,"
our pal said to the others with a squeal. Our friend said,
"I think I will go out for a walk around. You guys stay put. Your shells would only slow me down."
Moving quicker than he ever had before, he left to enjoy his mobility and explore. Looking up, Shelby felt the sun hit his skin.
"At last I will get a tan,"
he said with a grin. Soon, Shelby was a bright shade of red. He did not get a tan, but a sunburn instead.
"Without my shell, I am getting cooked by the sun. If I were a meal," he said, "I would be well done."
Luckily, a sun shower hit and brought relief. But minus his shell, he was soaked, adding to his grief.
"Maybe," he said, "I should not have removed my shell. It blocked out the sun and kept me dry as well."
Shelby heard someone laugh and got quite the scare. Standing next to a tree was a wolf with thick black hair. "So," the wolf said, "you removed your armor, you say? Now I can try turtle soup. Your shell will not be in my way." Turning, the turtle fled. "Shell or not, I will catch him," the wolf said. The chase continued. The wolf was gaining ground. Then Shelby hid, and the wolf was no longer around. Standing outside some thick plants, the wolf peered in.
I am not going in there.
He said, scratching his chin. Shelby was covered with bumps, which he began to scratch. Where was he? Right in the middle of a poison ivy patch!
Oh no,
He said.
as if my burned skin was not enough. If I had hair, I would probably have dandruff.
Shelby began splashing water over the itchy bumps.
I look like a plucked chicken
He said.
with lumps. My shell protected me
He said.
from poisonous plants. It made me look great, and it fit like a pair of designer pants.
It was no accident,
A voice yelled.
not by any means, that your shell fit like a pair of custom-made jeans.
Shelby turned and saw a bookworm standing in the sand. Shouting, the worm shook an encyclopedia in one hand.
Your shell is a part of nature. 1,000,000 years, give or take a few. Waking up one morning, what on earth do you decide to do? You take it off, as if it were not there for a number of reasons. That shell was there to protect you from the 4 seasons. It was your sunscreen, umbrella, and protection from an attack. So march over to where you left it and fasten it on your back.
Knowing life without his shell would not last long, Shelby wasted little time admitting he was wrong. Our friend forgot about committing shell treason. He learned sometimes things are there for a reason. Now, when someone sheds their shell in a cry for a new start, our pal says,
Leaving your armor is not very smart.
the end. Click to subscribe. Visit back soon for our next adventure.